Well, looks like we're going to be buying some mufflers. Let's revisit how to remove these from a CB160. All right, let's pick up where we left off on the disassembly of the 1966 CB160. We're diving into the mufflers today, and there are some nuances to this. Let's get right into the action. All right, let's get this exhaust out of the way, 14 millimeter. This one has a bracket coming off. Looks like this is a threaded piece. There's no nut on the back side. This is coming out nice and easy. This is a bracket off of the actual muffler. So we're just gonna work our way back to front. There's that bolt there. That frees that up a little bit. Just kind of searching around if there's another connector back here, but this thing's rotted out bad. I can feel right inside the muffler. It's just falling apart. That's no good. I think our next mount is actually up front here in this area. So I'm gonna just do some exploring and see what's holding on to this thing. And as I'm kind of looking through here, it looks like these foot pegs are actually gonna be in my way anyway while I'm working through the exhaust. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull these. This is, again, what are these, 14s? Or is this a 12? I think that's a 14. Yep, these are 14s down below here. On these two, there's just two. All right, got those two on this side done. So now I should be able to, I'm not seeing any other bracket or anything holding these pipes on. So I'm just gonna start taking out these flanges up front on these header pipes. That one was barely on there. Don't want to go too crazy. Definitely don't want to strip the heads of these bolts out of this engine block. So I'll go a little careful, make sure the nut is moving, not necessarily the bolt. There we go. One out. Let's get this other one. It's already kind of falling apart. Yeah, this one's being a little troublesome. It's actually pulling the bolt with it, which isn't ideal. So I'm going to be very careful. Very, very careful here. Let me see if I can zoom in for you so you can really see. See how that bolt's coming instead? Not the end of the world. Just don't want to strip it out. So there we go. That flange comes out. Bolt falls out. There. Now that exhaust is really nice and free. And we got it loose, but you got to get those foot pegs out first. They got to come out. So onto the other side, which I just noticed another project. Also in our way of getting those foot pegs out is going to be our rear brake pedal. So this is the next mission. Looking underneath here, you got to get this brake pedal out of here first. So I'm just kind of investigating where that goes. Looks like that comes up underneath here. All right. Unfortunately, that muffler is right in the way, and the rear brake pedal is actually integrated into the center stand. So I'm gonna have to probably press down and then see if I can get these foot pegs out of here. It's just those two bolts right there. That's an interesting one. Wasn't expecting that. Was kind of expecting a separate perch dedicated to this rear brake lever. Oh well, learning something new every day. And if you depress that brake pedal, you can just sneak that in there enough to get at this bolt under here. We'll see if we're as lucky at the second one. This one's going to be a little bit of a challenge. I can already see it. Trying to find a good angle to attack that at. And plus you're standing on your head too. Ended up having a real heck of a time with this last one. It's actually a standard sized bolt, so tells me that this was probably re-threaded at some time. So I just need to mentally note that one. Coming off. These foot pegs are going to come out of here now. Yeah, so this is what actually came out of there. One like that. And it was actually a 1/2 inch. These are tough angles, but now I can snake this thing out the right side. Go give it a pull. Yeah, that was tricky. Not sure what the hell that was about, but there's our foot pegs right there. Gonna need to find some new rubbers for these. This all gets sandblasted and painted. But now with those foot pegs out of the way, I should be able to move this forward enough and drop this off. Just like that. Oh, the muffler is mounted. So the muffler actually is mounted in between the foot pegs and the frame. So there's mounts there. There's mounts here. We'll take a closer look at the exhaust in a bit. But off on the left side, let's get the other one off. Same exact situation on the muffler flanges on this side. That might just be the way they are. I'll dig into it. Save those down, but this should come off now. And we just gotta fight. Oh, there we go. That works too, I guess. Oh, we're hung up on something else here. What's going on? Oh, we're just hung up on that pedal. No big deal. All right, right side off. Yeah, these are roached. We'll be buying new fenders. And what I mean to say is new mufflers. They gone. This other one has a really nice little mouse nest inside of it as well. But yeah, header pipes I think are going to be fine. They're good. But let's go kind of wrangle up the rest of the muffler parts. So I did just go ahead and just put these back in place for now. I'll just leave them. Deal with that when I'm dealing with the motor. I'm really not that worried about those though. I do want to make sure I label my pipes here. So I'll go ahead and label this one left. Pull off this. See, there should be a couple of little... No, there's not. These are all one piece. There's no... I forget what those are called. They're like little spreader flanges or something on the inside. I forget the proper name for this. But yeah, it looks like these are all one piece on these. So this is left. I'm going to label that all together. Then I'll go ahead and pull this one apart too, and we'll be in great shape. I think we'll be able to He-Man this apart. Nope. Not gonna have to. We'll have to, maybe we can bang it a couple times. Mufflers are kind of junk anyway. It just completely shattered. I'll be prying this apart later on, but all this is here, so we're good. While we're here, might as well get these out. This is a 23 and a 21 over on this other side. Let's see if I can get it without spinning it on the other side. This is going to be torqued. So I want to make sure I don't dump the bike. That's coming off. So with this one loose, I can go down below here, and we got a 14 holding on this foot peg mount right here. It's all coming apart really nicely today, honestly. Everything's breaking free, so that's good. I want to take some pictures of this setup. We've got the nut, the rounded nut here. We got a flat washer, and then the mount for this. So I just want to remember this in my mind forever. And then, of course, in order to get the right side out, we got to remove the swing arm. I'm not quite ready to do that yet, so I'm just going to leave this alone for now. There's going to be this 114 right here holding that, and then that whole, pin goes all the way through the frame here. This whole pin will pull straight out, but I'm not ready to do that just yet. I foresee that this could get mixed up really easy, so I'm going to make sure that I label my left and right pegs and these bolts. I'm going to want to keep these separated. I don't want to throw this stuff all together. I do want to tear into here and get this foot peg out of here. This is pretty simple to do in a perfect world. There's just a pin, but I tell you what, these can be really gunked up and bad. Here you can see, let me zoom in for you. Little pin in here. Usually these are totally rotted. You can just break these out. Pin will come out, and then the little foot peg will come out as well. You're gonna need to work at that a little bit. The odds of you getting one of these pins out intact is almost zero. So I'm just going to grab these needle nose and probably just start pulling this apart if I can. I wonder if I can just cut it. It's just a rusty mess down here. Let's go ahead and cut that. And then grab my needle nose around on this side and see if I can just pull this through. Might be a job for a pair of vice grips. This is really rusted up, really rusty inside here. When all else fails, go grab the trusty vice grips. This little tug, and there you go. Vice grips for the win again. Once we got that little lock pin in, you can just grab that pin, pull this out. That foot pin's gonna come out of there. Look at that, how cool is that? Honda. These can be rehydrated. I don't know if I need to go and buy new ones of these. I love to keep as many original parts as I possibly can. Let's not lose this little spacer either. But now this thing can go in the sandblasting box. Yeah, this CB160 is starting to get stripped down pretty quick. All right, I think that's where we're going to stop today. Video's probably getting a little bit long, but also I want to do a little bit of research and start looking for mufflers for this because we're going to need them. And you got to be really careful when you're looking for mufflers. You want to pay really close attention to the different mounting points. They need to be perfect. So looking at something like this higher end, these are beat up, but they look like they're in one piece. You just got to double check all the little details. So this looks legit right here with that mounting point there and this front end mounting point. So this is a used set, $279 on those. I'm telling you, you got to be really careful when you're buying mufflers. I've bought a couple over the years that just will not work at all. They just won't work, and they're just kind of hanging out. In fact, God, could I get lucky and would those ones that I bought before work on this? Probably not. They were off of Super Hawk. Yeah, like check these out. Got this beautiful set of pipes that didn't work out on the CB160 Super Hawk project, but these mounts aren't even close. So that's going to be a whole other endeavor, is finding a set of pipes that are actually going to work. Take your time on this. I'm telling you, this could be a huge, dollar loss if you get this wrong. All right, let's wrap this video up. Obviously, I'm fighting off a little bit of a cold, so I want to just slow down, take it easy, get better so we can keep wrenching on this thing. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to subscribe. Go request that free sticker at keeponwrenching.com and go and find that Facebook group, the Keep On Wrenching Community Group on Facebook. Hope you enjoyed the video and hope to see you in future videos and upcoming live streams.